Lena had always been drawn to the charm of old things. When she found a quaint apartment nestled in the heart of the city, she felt it was the perfect place to start anew. The apartment was modest, with hardwood floors that creaked underfoot and large windows that bathed the rooms in warm, golden light. As she unpacked her belongings, her eyes were drawn to an ornate mirror hanging on the far wall. Its dark wooden frame was intricately carved, and the glass, though slightly smudged, reflected the room with a certain elegance. The landlord had mentioned it was an antique left behind by the previous tenant. That evening, after a long day of settling in, Lena stood before the mirror, brushing her hair. The room behind her appeared darker than usual, the shadows deeper, as if the mirror was showing a different version of her apartment. She leaned closer, her breath fogging up the glass. In the reflection, the hallway light flickered, casting eerie shadows that didn't match the real room. A chill ran down her spine. Over the next few days, Lena couldn't shake the feeling that the mirror was watching her. Each time she passed it, she felt a cold draft, and the reflection seemed to distort, showing glimpses of things that weren't there. One morning, she saw a figure standing in the hallway behind her, but when she turned around, no one was there. Another time, she noticed a shadowy handprint on the glass, as if someone had pressed against it from the other side. Disturbed, she decided to cover the mirror with a blanket, but the unsettling sensations persisted. Unable to resist, Lena uncovered the mirror one night. As she gazed into it, the reflection began to warp. The room behind her twisted, the walls stretching and contracting, the furniture shifting positions. In the reflection, she saw herself standing in the center of the room, her face pale and eyes wide with terror. Suddenly, the reflection smiled, a sinister, knowing grin that sent a jolt of fear through her. The reflection reached out, its hand pressing against the glass, as if trying to break through. Panicked, Lena stumbled back, knocking over a lamp. The reflection remained, its grin widening as the room around her seemed to close in. The next morning, Lena sat on the floor, the blanket still covering the mirror. She couldn't shake the image of the reflection's grin, its eyes filled with malice. Determined to understand, she researched the mirror's origins. She discovered that it had once belonged to a woman named Evelyn, who had vanished mysteriously years ago. Rumors suggested that Evelyn had dabbled in the dark rituals, attempting to communicate with the other side. Lena realized with horror that the mirror was a conduit, a portal to a realm where Evelyn's spirit and others were trapped. The reflection she saw was not just a mere image, it was a glimpse into that dark dimension. Terrified, Lena knew she had to leave the apartment, but as she turned to pack, she saw her reflection in the hallway mirror, standing still, smiling that same sinister grin. If you enjoyed the video, please like, subscribe, and share our channel to support us, so we can continue making more chilling stories for you. Thank you for watching, and enjoy your shadow tales.